Alright guys, Touchgrid here back again today. Hope you're all enjoying your Tuesday. Today I wanted to talk about a number of things. A lot of things has happened in the Call of Duty world over the last 24 hours or so. The first of which being Modern Warfare 2 campaign only remaster has been revealed. Didn't want to clickbait you guys too hard with the start of the video if you guys haven't heard about this yet and thought Modern Warfare 2 was coming all the way back. No, it's just the campaign, but it is worth at least a couple of minutes of discussion here. So like if you guys enjoyed the video, subscribe if you're new as always. Let us hop right into it. So only available now on PS4, $20 if you want to actually go and play this. Doesn't really affect me. Unfortunately, Activision has said there's no plans to remaster the multiplayer. I can kind of understand this given that back in the day it was such a broken game, but at the same time a lot of people like it back, but I feel like if they did remaster it, the original people would be like, yo, this is great if they keep it as original with all the broken stuff, but the newer gen, what the hell's going on here? This game is super broken. How can you release a completely broken game in 2020? So, okay, either side is fair enough. I don't really think people would be happy with it either way it went. Slightly unfortunate. Hopefully that means they've been spending their time remastering Black Ops 2 instead. Wouldn't that be nice? But yeah, pretty cool to see. If you guys are interested in playing Modern Warfare 2 campaign once again, it's available for $20 completely remastered. So, you know, you can make your own mind up whether that's worth it or not. Let's talk about Dashy really quick. Again, you guys have some thoughts in the comment section below on whether, you know, is he actually benched? Is this legitimately what's going on here? Just to add another piece to the puzzle, apparently he was also talking on stream yesterday with Pharaoh, talking about their situation. Now, Pharaoh, of course, got benched off the 100 Thieves team last season, so supposedly there was a bit going back and forth about that. Just wanted to share this quick clip here from Cronut CDL Intel. So, is Dashy benched or not? Slasher suggests to JCap that Chino is running the trophy. So, listen closely, quick clip.
Well, the thing about the trophy is, like, you die a lot throwing it, you know?
Running Daddy's kind of lit. Give the trophy to Chin.
So moving on from that one, we did talk about this exhibition match, but as AP says down here, Overwatch League did exhibition games, then soon after continued online play. So apparently the Overwatch League also did these kind of exhibition games online before they kicked off the league. That implies to me that very, very shortly indeed we should have some announcements from the CDL exactly what's going on here. So let's move on to talk about this. Seth Scumpy Abner coming back to YouTube very, very soon, as he says. And this is a big deal, to be honest, because whenever Scump and YouTube are going hand in hand and they're making a lot of Call of Duty content, it's always been great from the scene, from way back in the day, even to today. And he hasn't uploaded in a couple of months. We'll look at that in a second. Question is, of course, how long is he going to make his return? Because he's had a couple of returns, and then a couple of months later, then he'll stop uploading daily, and it kind of all falls away. That tends to go in line with the cycle of Call of Duty in World War II. Didn't really like the game, stopped uploading. Black Ops 4, a similar thing happened. This is a pretty big deal. One of the reasons why I run this channel is to try and help promote competitive Call of Duty, because I really love the game, I really love the scene, and that's a major motivation. And for Scump, like, when this happens, or when he's kicking it off on YouTube, that always makes the scene much better for a competitive side, because people watch a lot of Scump's content. His videos get an incredible amount of views, and people who are coming in to find about Scump, and then they start watching competitive play. Maybe they're a Huntsman fan at first, but then they branch out. This is the kind of thing that you will have seen over really the last decade of Call of Duty, coming from Scump's videos. Like, there was a really golden era of Call of Duty back in the Black Ops 2 days, really. Scump uploading those videos pretty often, like Sweatband and 88-0, KSG Nuclear Decimation. Some of you guys, I'm sure, would have watched those videos back in the day, and there's plenty other that I'll be missing as well. So those videos are like fantastic stuff, and whenever he's been about and active in the Call of Duty community, especially on the YouTube side, and he streams a lot right now, so definitely there's an opportunity there for him to start hiring someone literally to just take clips from his stream and chuck them up on YouTube. That's not really something you can do, I suppose, when you're scrimming. You don't want to put those videos out publicly, which is to some degree understandable, but then again, they're available on Twitch and Twitch VODs and all that stuff anyway. But that's what a lot of streamers do nowadays, right? They have someone who will just go through their stream, find the best clips, make a video for them, and just upload it to YouTube, pay them like 20%, and Scump's just raking in the money and also helping Call of Duty be what it can be. Because that's when you're an influencer the size of Scump, you have a pretty big influence on with the game itself, how well it does, and how much impact that has on the competitive scene. So would be great to see Scump coming back. I'm sure a lot of people here are saying, okay, he said he's going to come back to the YouTube scene. How long is he actually going to be there? That's another question. So let's look into this. Aya replies here. So live comms comp, all of it. So this sounds really, really good on paper at least. Let's have a look at Scump's channel here real quick. So 2.5 million subscribers. These are the last times he uploaded. 2 months ago, 2 months ago, 2 months ago. Fastest nuke ever. Some of the old school stuff from early in the Modern Warfare cycle back last year, kind of. but stopped uploading about 2 months ago, so not exactly what you'd want to see, but still, of course, it's on him whether he wants to upload or not, but the views here are pretty damn fantastic. So then we have this one, which is really shows his previous break before this. So this was all in the same streak 3 months ago, 4 months ago, 4 months ago, 5 months ago, and then just before this video for the first nuke on Modern Warfare, because when the game kicked off, the Black Ops 4 season, he pretty much stopped streaming and making content. So it's an interesting one. It tends to be what I tend to find with Scump and other players as well, but Scump has always been the key one because he's been making YouTube for so long now. When he's enjoying the game and when he's making YouTube content, that is when he tends to be at his best, because if he's making YouTube and he's making Twitch, either side of the correlation causation equation, he's going to be a better player because he's playing more of the game. When he plays more, when he likes the game, that's when he uploads a lot of videos. So it's good to see, to be honest, if I'm a Huntsman fan, that that says looking to get back into making YouTube videos, because it implies that he's enjoying the game and he's looking to make content on the game, right? Because I'm imagining this is going to be Call of Duty stuff, maybe it'll be Warzone, but who exactly knows? So this is one of the breaks he's taken. Just wanted to point this out as well, given that this is the last, this is on Social Blade, the last few days, this is the last couple of weeks, averaging like over 50,000 views a day. And he hasn't uploaded a video in 2 months, right? Like, this is when you know a channel just has so much potential, when it's just sitting there and it's getting like 55,000 views a day. I'll make a video a day and maybe I'll get like 8,000 views on average if I'm having a good one. So yeah, pretty incredible stuff, to be honest, from Scump. And there's so much untapped potential, of course. And this is his previous upload. So just to point out kind of how this went. So, you know, 2019, all of this streak was really, really strong back here. All these views from the early 2019 season, pretty much this was his streak before he then dropped off, then came back early Modern Warfare, and then has kind of dropped off again. So went on a really long streak here, and of course, pretty much uploading daily at this point, 28th of Feb, 27th, 26th, 25th, 24th, 23rd, like all of these days, double upload this day. Like, this is the kind of stuff that you want to see out of Scump. It's great for the community as a whole, and you know, it's great for getting new fans involved, because that's really what YouTube has the potential to do, especially when they're dropping like, you know, 1/10 of a million views, occasionally 250,000 views. So what type of content could Scump potentially be exploring here? This is an article I found from Deserto back in the day from 2018. Scump looks to get back into daily uploading, and he did do that, I believe, in the early, I guess this was World War II, so right at the start of the World War II season. Actually, am I losing the plot? Definitely losing the plot. Black Ops 4, this was 2018. God, I always lose track of when games came out. Yeah, wow. Black Ops 4 came out in 2018. He did get back into the daily upload grind for a little bit, as we just looked at, but obviously it fell out apart from that. So we got some interesting thoughts here on Reddit. He comes back once every year now since 2017, and we just kind of had a look through how exactly this has played out. So not, you know, fully true, but you've got the causation wrong, which is just talked about, talking about how when Scump plays and when he's making YouTube videos and Twitch, you know, streaming a lot on Twitch, that's when he tends to be a better player. And I definitely think there is some truth to that, but of course the correlation causation goes either way. And then we've got this as well from Wraith. So upload some Warzone gameplay, maybe some vlogs or challenges a couple of months and then dip out again. Is this the most likely outcome here, or is there another opportunity? Because I love this idea from Clown here, doing a Road to 100-0. I don't know if you guys used to watch Road to 100-0s back in the day. Nature on Embos, when he did it with Nature on Merk. I used to watch T Martin's series playing and GBs with YouTube Brock back in the day. That used to be like my favourite series to watch, and we haven't really had any of them, as far as I'm aware, out of the big names over the last couple of years. I would watch Nature 100-0 every single day without fail in the Black Ops 3 days. That's content that would just be great. If someone like committed to doing that and just playing GBs again, one of the pros with good personalities like these guys have, it would be so much fun. And that's the content that I'd like to see. That's the kind of stuff you can do every single day and drop so many views. So I'd love to see that. But I guess, would he stream it? Would he not stream it? Because then people are watching it on stream. Would they watch it on YouTube? Who knows? It's probably best to do both regardless. But yeah, interesting situation. What do you guys think? Is Scump going to come back for good here, or is there another side to the story and it maybe won't work out long term as well? How many months is this going to continue for? Because as we look towards champs or whatever, will it slow down again like it has in previous seasons? Just on the content side as well, Clayster says this, been talking it over as a team for a week or so to gauge interest. Who would like to watch us stream our scrims like once a week? Interested or nah? Think Slack's reply to this is kind of funny. Do you really think people are going to tweet you and say no? Of course, we're all dying out for content. Right now, with everyone stuck inside, we've got to have things to watch. And Clayster saying that they might stream scrims once a week, or struggle with those two words back to back. That'd be really, really cool to see. So obviously, everyone is going to reply to this and say yes. Would be great to see if Clayster and the Dallas Empire do go forward with this. So yeah, keep an eye on that as well. A couple of other things to mention before we finish here. Toronto Ultra tournament that went on this weekend was ended up winning by Lurid, Gunjar, Royalty, Diamond Con, and Exotic. So they won the championship of that one. $4,500. Pretty sure that was Canada only. And we talked about that Quebec issue a couple of players had the other day. And while we were on the topic of Scump, I saw this from Round 11 Stats at Round 11 Stats here on Twitter. S&D Ice, best and worst performers in Round 11. So I thought this is a pretty cool statistic here. Zoomer and Gunless both undefeated, or at least, you know, they've had no deaths in their Round 11. Zoomer's only had 2, but Gunless has had 3, which is pretty fair enough. So they're 4-0. Lacefield 6-1. Scump here at 3-1. So 3 KD from a couple of these guys here. So pretty impressive stuff overall. Formal's actually died all 3 Round 11s he's played in, but still got 5 kills, so he's doing pretty well out of it. And then some Round 11 worst performers as well. But then again, this is only a really, really small count, so it doesn't really mean too much. Vivid up here at 3-1 as well, but he's only played 1, so maybe you need to have a little bit of a minimum in there. TTP are a combined 8-4. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like if you did, subscribe if you're new as always, I would greatly appreciate it. Just another thing to finish with here, so Darius Slay, I'm not exactly sure who this guy is, but I thought this was pretty cool. He was playing with, I think, Slacked in Warzone yesterday, so yeah, pretty cool to see this kind of Twitter interaction here. Get a nice clip in the background from Apathy and Slacked as well. They were kind of frying on this one. We got to run some more games, we'll get you there. So cool to see some interaction here between some regular school sports professionals and esports guys. It's just great for the esports scene more generally. And in a video where we've talked about content game and how Scump can hopefully help Call of Duty and help, you know, keep us on the radar in that sense over this season, where right now we don't really have too much competitive gameplay to talk about, but hopefully we will do. It's always a good thing to see. Thanks for watching as always. I'll see you next time.
What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on, bro? What the fuck is going on?